All right. There we go. So, all right. How's it going? I tried to do this a little bit ago, and it didn't work. However, we are going to try this one more time, and we're going to see if it works. So, those of you who know me know that I joined Weight Watchers a few years back. Okay? Now, I did that. Now, let's just kind of backtrack. Okay? Backstory time. I hate it when this happens. So, when the kids and I, for those of you who don't know my story very well, okay, when I moved the kids and I in with mom and dad, mom looked at me and said, fine, you know, we want you to move in with us. However, there's going to be some conditions. Okay? And what are those? She said, you are going to join Weight Watchers. Now, some of you already know I wanted to join Weight Watchers long ago. Long time ago. I didn't have the funds to be able to do it. I didn't know of any local locations. So in a nutshell, I had no idea where to start. And that's a frustrating place to be. So, you know, I looked at mom and I said, that's fine. She's like, all right, so let's do this. So we moved in with mom and dad. Mom got me all signed up and everything. And as soon as I got on my feet, I was paying for Weight Watchers on my own. And I started attending the meetings. Well, in the midst of everything, you know, I started out going to Wednesday meetings with mom and grandma. And it was great. But when the kids were in school, I needed something more to do. I needed to be useful. I didn't feel useful. I also didn't feel very good in general. My weight had me in a very bad place. You know, when I first joined Weight Watchers, I was about 300 pounds of absolute misery. I hated absolutely everything about myself, top to bottom, inside and out. And I wanted to give up. Well, in joining Weight Watchers, I met some pretty cool people. And they became a huge source of support for me. Now, my biggest source of support has always been mom and grandma. Love you guys. I know you two will eventually watch this too, so I love you too. They've always been my greatest cheerleaders. You know, and I like to think that I've always been one of theirs. You know, and in weight loss, it doesn't matter whether it's Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or keto, or if you're trying to lose weight, you're on a roller coaster. Period. It takes time. Hello, green light, thank you. Gas is on the right, yo. It takes time. You know, I didn't lose 75 pounds overnight. I sure in the hell didn't gain it overnight either. It took me years. By the time things went to hell in a handbasket this last year, I had lost about 75 pounds. I was busting my ass. You know, I had started substituting. You know, I was a substitute teacher for the Head Start program for a while. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of exercise. It was also a lot of stress. And it was making me sick. And in making me sick, it was also triggering my fibromyalgia to flare up. And I had no control, which makes everything even more stressful. When you have no control over anything or no control over something, you fight to find some form of control. Well, one of the biggest things that you can control in your life is food. You can control the food that you put in your mouth. You can control the way you handle it, the way, you know, you can control it. And how you control it dictates whether you're going to lose weight or whether you're going to gain weight. There is a mixture of things that go into weight loss. And people tend to forget this. They either forget it or they just don't know it in the first place, which makes weight loss really difficult at times. But losing weight is more than just what's happening at the scale. Okay? Yes, you want the numbers on the scale to go down. You know what? This last year, I had a setback. Huge setback. I gained 45 pounds in the last year. Since January. I gained 45 pounds. It didn't really register at the time what was happening. You know, because it was just a little bit here and there. But my weight still kept going back down. So I didn't put too much stock into it. Then we lost Granddad. Money started becoming a bit of an issue. My coworker had to have surgery. Then Dad needed to have quadruple bypass surgery. My finances had to be reconfigured because, you know, shit happens. Child support stopped coming. All of this, all the bullshit, okay, because there is no other way to put it, all of that bullshit factors in to weight. Well, how does that factor in? Well, think about it, okay? When you're stressed out, how much do you pay attention to what you put in your mouth? Not much, right? You kind of go into autopilot. Maybe you say fuck it all to hell and you grab the nearest bag of Cheetos or bag of popcorn or, you know, biscuits and gravy, heavy on the fat, you know, whatever your comfort food is. That's what you're reaching for. When you're stressed out, you're not quite as likely to exercise. You know, when depression sets in, the way you look at the world in general changes in a big, big way. And it did. We lost Granddad. And my weight started to inch up. At first I'm like, it's okay. You know, I will allow myself a month to get back on track. 1 month. You know, that'll get me through the bullshit just in time for the holidays. We got this. I got this. You know, no big deal. bigger deal than I realized. Because there was obviously more happening. By the end of December, I felt like my life was falling apart. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to squeeze out enough to cover all the bills plus put gas in the car. Now all of a sudden, here's Dad who needs, Dad had his quadruple bypass surgery, and now all of a sudden my car needs a new battery. She's running rough. I know the transmission needs to be serviced. How in the hell am I going to come up with the money to do that? I'm stressing. And my weight is going up. I went in to talk to my doctor. Because I threw my back out on Christmas Day. And my hips started to hurt. And I mean, they really started to fucking hurt. And she looks at my weight. First words out of her mouth: "You've gained 45 pounds in the last year." I'm already feeling less shit because I know. It's like, believe me, I know. And I'm so not okay with it. In a big way, I am so not okay with it. And she goes, "What happened? I know you were going to Weight Watchers." I said, "I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm not going to stop. I can't. I need it more than ever." She's like, "Okay, so what happened?" I gave her the lowdown. Her eyes got wide. And she's like, "Oh, yeah. It's been a really bad year." Well, had a little bit. I can't really call it a breakdown, but my depression really hit me hard a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, somewhere in there. And this guy at Weight Watchers, really cool dude, always makes everybody laugh. He reminds me of a couple of people I know. He looked at me and he says, "This happens. I've been there. I deal with it all the time. It's nothing new. You'll probably go through this a few times, but you can get through it. So I'll tell you what. Let's exchange phone numbers. And we'll keep tabs on each other. You keep tabs on me, I'll keep tabs on you." And he took me under his wing. We talk almost every day. Just, "Hey, how you doing? How many steps have you done today?" Just checking in. Like friends do. And last week I was up again. Not enough that it should have hit me as hard as it felt like it did. But that plus sign hurts me to the core these days, and I'm really sensitive to it. I've gotten to the point that I don't want to get on the scale. I don't want to look at that fucking number. There's that voice in my head that's like, "Nah, why bother going? It's only going to be up again. You're just going to have another gain. You're going to have another gain." And I have of all, when I start hearing that little voice in the back of my head saying, why bother? That's when I know I need to go. And this week, you know, Mom wasn't feeling good, so Mom didn't go. And there was a big part of me that just didn't want to go either. But I know that if I didn't go today, I wasn't going to go at all this week. Because I can't do the Thursday night meetings. You know, not because I'll miss out on having dinner with everybody. The problem that I have with the Thursday meetings is that by the time it comes around to it, I'm exhausted. Thursday night rolls around. By the time the kids get off the buses, I'm done. You know, I don't have the energy to go anywhere. I don't have the energy to sit through a meeting. There are not enough spoons to get me through. So it's either I get up off my lazy ass and go now, or it's not going to happen this week. Because I can't go in on Friday. I work. I can't go in on Saturday. I work. And I'm not a fan of the Saturday meetings anyway because they're overcrowded. There's generally a lot of people at the Saturday meetings. And that's just too much for me. I battle anxiety on a daily basis. The last thing I want to do is to put myself into a situation where my anxiety is completely out of control and I'm in a constant state of a panic attack. That's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I went today. And I got on that scale. I'll call him Mr. Cool. He finds out about this, he's going to laugh his ass off. But, you know, Mr. Cool got there and he's like, you know, how you doing? You know, just checking in with me, making sure that I'm okay, making sure that essentially mentally and emotionally I'm okay. And that's a big deal to me because while that's one of the things that I like about the group, you know, we can express that. And at any given time, I can get there early and talk to our, what the hell do they call the leaders now? They've changed a lot up. But, you know, I can go to them and say, you know, pull them aside one-on-one. This is what I'm going through. I need support. But to have that outside as well, you know, I know that I had that in Mom. But I need somebody outside the box. And it's been really great. Knowing that I've got that support is important. You know, I know that over this last year, I have, over the last couple of years, I've really slacked off on sharing my journey with you guys. Now you guys are kind of caught up. I was down 0.1 this week, which means I maintained. Like, solid maintained. I didn't really gain, I didn't really lose, but, you know, and Mom's right, you know. I'm pointed in the right direction now. So something that I've done this week has turned me around in the right direction. So instead of looking up the hill, I'm now looking down the hill again. You know, and I know that I've slacked off on sharing my journey. And I'm not going to slack off from this point on. You know, I want you guys, because there's some of you out there that are like, you've been kind of on edge as to whether or not you really want to try Weight Watchers, WW, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's some of you that were watching my journey for a while, and you guys were getting actually kind of excited because here I am. I was losing weight and doing really good, and things in general were starting to go pretty good. And then I stopped. I stopped sharing the pictures. I stopped talking about Weight Watchers. I stopped sharing my weight. And I got to thinking about that today. You know, because I know that there's some of you out there who want to give it a shot. But you're not sure. So, what we are going to do, what I am going to do, is once a week, I'm going to share a picture. And who knows what it'll be. Maybe it'll be a selfie. Because I'm just good like that. Nah. Come on, you guys know I do not think that highly of myself. Yeah. But I'm either going to share a picture every Wednesday. Maybe it'll be a selfie. Maybe it'll be a picture of the sunrise. But it's going to be something. You know, maybe it's going to be a picture of a flower that's blooming. Who knows? It'll be something. And with it, I will post my journey. I will talk about the week, how it went. The other thing that I've thought about doing, a video. You know, I do a lot of my best talking and a lot of my best thinking when I'm driving. Okay? Obviously, I'm able to drive safely and talk to you because I'm not looking at the camera most of the time. It may seem like I am, but I'm not. I'm looking over here, I'm looking over here, or over here. You get the idea. So, know that this is the start of some changes. I'm going to do this. And if you want to join me on this, great. Let's do it. If not, that's okay. We all have our journeys. So, anyway, I am home. I have shared with you. And I hope you like it. If you do, great. If you don't, really is no skin off my back, I promise. But thank you for at least listening. Thank you for watching. And keep an eye out. There might be more. Actually, there will be more. Maybe it's going to be a video, maybe a picture. But I guarantee you, it's going to be something. Take it easy and peace out.